Hello everybody, Spooky Sandwoman here.
Hi. I'm Jess. Again.
Thank you for checking out Seduce Me, the beach episode. This is the beach episode where I'm going to assume we are going to see all the boys half naked and in the water and maybe playing volleyball, maybe frisbee, I don't know.
You get to see their V-lines. Yeah. That's what I'm excited for at least. Let's go. Okay. You put Mika Spooky. Chicago is, to me, the greatest city in the world. It isn't crazy crowded and has the sights of New York City and Los Angeles in a wonderful package. The historic buildings and events that are peppered through Chicago are to die for.
Like the St. Valentine's Day Massacre.
There's only one problem with Chicago.
The St. Valentine's Day Massacre.
Not enough naked guys. We don't have a beach. We have a lake.
Fuck lakes.
At least it's not a pond.
It's a creek.
If you're the type that loves to surf, swim, or do anything remotely related to a beach, you would not find that kind of fun here.
Obviously, because there's no beach.
While you could do all of those things in a lake, it's not suggested. There's lake monsters. Nessie's real. Hashtag confirmed.
Hashtag Chicago.
The water is either too cold or too filled with questionable pollution to even dare try. At least you could walk around it and hang out with friends.
I mean, I guess. So
when the boys suggested that we go to the beach during the dinner cleanup, I was completely dumbfounded. Oh, wow, look, they're back to the...
It's the old one!
Ah! I love this old one. They're so cute. Go ahead.
Oh,
It's
wait,
you.
what? Guys, you mean the lake, right?
No, miss, we mean the beach.
Woo! We haven't gone to the beach in ages. Can we go now?
Okay, I got
You're
it.
fucking up.
Yeah,
Which one are we
it was
going to?
Loosening up.
Guys.
Do we have to? I got shit to do, you know.
Same.
You want a
I mean,
vacation
Sam.
too, Sam?
Get out of my head!
I just dropped everything.
Oh, my stomach hurts.
Okay, I wasn't expecting that.
Guys!
Hi. The boys all looked at me as I exploded, catching their attention. Why was it that every time I demanded their attention, I had to yell to get it?
I don't know, because they're men.
Nevertheless, I glared at the boys, not understanding where the idea of a beach trip came from. We were in the suburbs of Chicago, and there was no beach in any of the four corners of Illinois.
We have a lake, not a beach. Where is this beach idea coming from? I said idea, fuck.
The boys stared at me for a long moment. Before
Oh my
James
god,
cleared
Eric,
his
what is
throat.
with that? Look at their fucking smirks. They're fucking planning something.
No, this is what makes it so better. Damien always looks like that. Matt always looks like that. Sam's eyebrow. He looks like Sam's fucking eyebrows.
Looks like one of those cholos with the tattooed on.
And then there's Eric, who's just smirking, like, sexually at you. And then James is just, like, a casual, like, oh, she's so freaking innocent. Like,
So
oh,
naive.
God. Yeah, like, what a child kind of thing. The fucking Sam's eyebrow. It's one of those chicks that goes in the Big Bunny and stuff. They have shaved eyebrows and they, like, drew them on. And it's completely, like, red. It doesn't match their hair. The boy stared at me for a long moment before James cleared his throat with an obvious smile behind his fist.
Miss, I'm suggesting a trip out of state to an actual beach.
Cool.
Go to Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Wait. No, Massachusetts kind of sucks.
Go to New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Hampton Beach is pretty neato. I love it there.
Me too.
Wait, what? How would we get there? Do you guys have a demon airplane?
Can you guys teleport? James adjusted his glasses with a smirk before walking around the dining room table and towards the lobby.
I can have a jet scheduled for us with a non-stop flight. Hawaii has good weather today the last time I checked.
Let's just fucking go to Hawaii, because, you know,
Well,
we can
he's
meet
the
Lilo and
CEO.
Stitch.
So he's probably got all that sweet money, huh?
That's true. I'm sorry, I was looking at Eric's eyes. I was trying to see what color they were because it's bothering me. I'd almost forgotten that James was a CEO now, so he had plenty of assets available to him. Still, Hawaii!
That's like 9 hours by plane.
We'd sleep on the plane. Duh.
Stop being cute. When the heck would we leave?
Right
It
now.
would be best to leave sometime very early. Remember time zones.
Yes, thank you. From the demon, who probably doesn't have time zones.
I can schedule our flight for 7 a.m. We'd arrive around noon in their time zone.
Excellent. I'll pack some food for us.
Math.
Woo! Man, I gotta find my swim trunks.
Your swim trunks?
I'll pack
He's
the
also
sunscreen.
wearing suspenders, which
This will
I
be
just
fun.
realized.
Oh, he's gonna pack the sunscreen. Thank you. I'm gonna burn.
Well,
Guess
they're all
we're
pale
really
as
doing
fuck.
this, huh?
True.
Damn it. Fine. Whatever.
Thanks,
Damien,
Sam.
please say something.
Literally
Damn it.
my reaction to everything. I stared as the boys quickly dispersed to pack and prepare. Were they not going to ask me to come with? As I thought that, Sam peeked his head back into the dining room, glaring at me with a raised eyebrow.
Hey.
We could see it
You
again.
gonna pack or what? You're coming too.
You gonna force me?
Hold on, I can do that better. Me?
No, the other Anderson in the room. Yes, you doofus. Now hurry up.
Wait,
No,
you
we're
never-
leaving without you.
You only call us doofus when we're dating, I thought.
I don't know.
So are we dating Sam in this one?
I don't know. I don't know.
Because the only time he ever called you doofus was when he was dating you in the first one.
Yeah.
That's weird. Sam disappeared behind the
archway.
sounds like a really dramatic sitcom. Behind the archway.
Sam disappeared behind the archway.
The archway. The archway. Most likely to go off and pack on his own. I let the situation sink in. We were all going to go to Hawaii and relax on the beach. It was a real vacation.
I want one of those.
Me too. I would have been stupid to say no to the chance to get away for a day. Especially to Hawaii. Hawaii. I instantly ran to my room and began to pack my swimsuit and essentials, preparing for a long trip there and back. Even if we only stayed for a day or two, it was going to be a fun vacation. This is where it ends. When we finished packing, we could barely contain ourselves. We were checking and double-checking our luggage, excited for this impromptu vacation. That makes me think of Prompto from Final Fantasy. He's attractive. Sorry. Matthew kept packing and repacking things, indecisive about what he wanted to bring.
Cute.
As 6 a.m. rolled around, we gathered our things and drove out to a private airport, where James had scheduled a jet to pick us up. By 7, we were on a jet and soaring through the skies towards Hawaii. The excitement of the trip had me sleeping through the flight, hoping to make time go faster. By the time I opened my eyes, I was being ushered into a taxi, and shortly we arrived on the sandy beaches of Honolulu, Hawaii.
Wait. So, you fell asleep on the plane. That's okay. But when you woke up, you were being ushered. So, like, someone just picked you up from your seat
You were
in the jet.
literally being pushed. You were just like, what? Oh.
I'm in a taxi.
Okay. Oh, hell yeah. We gotta see Lilo and Stitch.
Ah! Look at his short shorts. He's so cute.
Eric has short shorts too. Oh my god, I can't. I freaking can't right now. I literally can't. I can't do this. I can't do this. They all have pretty eyes. I can't do this anymore.
That looks so beautiful.
And it's just
they're
spooky
talking-
staring at
they're
all
talking
their
about me.
junks. It's just like, oh, you're right.
It's just the beach.
Right?
Don't
Thank
let
you.
anyone hear you say that, Sam.
Wow. I say wow a lot in these fucking episodes. Wow.
I couldn't stop myself from staring at the view of the ocean myself. Or them in their swim trunks. Them V-lines, though. It was breathtaking to say the least. The air was fresh and the view of the endless horizon captivated my senses. It took James clearing his throat for us to break our attention away from the sight and look back to him.
Is he gonna have like a fucking schedule for us?
Let's set up a spot for us to relax first before we enjoy ourselves.
Them pecs, though. With a nod from all of us, we set up a small area on the shoreline facing out towards the water. Our large purple and blue beach blanket became home base as we settled down and took in the fresh breeze.
You know what I'm sad about? That Sam doesn't look as muscular as he should.
Yeah, right? He was always the, like, muscly one of the group, too. He was the brute. Sam stretched out, letting out a tired yawn.
Man. how long
You
have
didn't let him
been on
finish.
this-
That was a long-ass yawn. He should have hurried it up.
Well, it said a long yawn. It literally said, like...
Well, he was like...
I've already arranged a hotel block for all of us to stay in tonight, so you're completely free to do whatever you like for the day.
Someone come back to the hotel room with me.
We at the hotel, motel, Holiday Inn.
Really?
Hell yeah.
Always thinking ahead, aren't you?
That's our older brother for you. Always 3 steps ahead of the rest.
Oh, my ball.
Come on, Sam. Don't be a killjoy.
He always is.
Don't let him fool you. He's just as excited as we are.
He just doesn't want to let you know. Oh, despite... So I'm like so enticed by this. Like, I'm just staring at them all, just like, wow. So many nipples on the screen. Despite the quick glare on Sam's eyes at Damien, Sam couldn't help but smile and nod.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, like, it's been what? Half a year since we had a real vacation?
Fuck off.
They're gonna talk about London again, aren't they? Fucking
Dicks.
The boys nodded in agreement. I really need to stop burping. Had it really been that long for them? I had graduated and the summer caught up to us so quickly that I barely realized how much time passed since the boys came to live with me. As I thought of it, a smile trickled onto my lips, remembering how close we had all become. I was especially close with...
Let's just do it in order.
Okay, fine.
I know you want to do Sam.
I always want to do Sam. I looked over at James, seeing him adjust his glasses and settle down on the blanket. God, I hated wearing glasses at the beach.
I know, me too.
So bad. He had stolen my heart for the moment he offered his... Stolen my heart the moment he offered his arm to me when we first met. For the moment. Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, what? That doesn't make sense. I couldn't tell what it was God damn it, I can't read right now. I couldn't tell what it was exactly that attracted me, but I was positive that his leader-like aura was one of the million reasons I fell in love with a demon. As I stared, James caught my gaze and smiled at me sweetly, making my face burn a soft red, and I looked away in embarrassment. Actually,
forget
that's
your
sunburn. That is literally sunburn. Sam and Matthew turned to each other and smirked.
Race into the water, runt!
No
Oh, you
speed
call me a
boost,
run?
cheater!
Okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot Sam can run real fast.
Yes. And off they went, bolting. He literally said, "It better not be splashing and running to the water." And now he's fucking...
What a turd!
What a shit. And off they went, bolting towards the ocean with bouncing strides across the sand. Eric and Damien laughed before looking into each other.
Can we go collect some seashells?
Aww.
Oh no, my heart!
You're so cute.
It's like you read my mind.
Ha! Ha! Ha!
Ha!
Eric and Damien nodded to each other before walking towards the reef. Oh, they're leaving us alone. That's what's going on.
Hand jobs on the beach.
Sex on the beach. It's actually just a drink. That's all I'm saying. They could go out for drinks.
Is she old enough? Am I old enough?
No, you're first year in college. So you would be like maybe 20. Maybe. So you're not old enough
And
yet.
James can use his CEO powers to get
Yeah!
me a drink.
Where was I? Eric and Damien nodded to each other before walking towards the reef, focused on their hunt for seashells. I became determined to think of things that James and I could do, each other. We could get a boat and ride across the water, and fuck on the boat. Or even just walk along the shoreline,
And fuck.
on the shoreline, and watch the others enjoy themselves.
As I enjoy myself.
As long as I was with James, I was completely
And who's
okay.
inside of me.
Oh my god. Lovely, continue. Continue.
Oh wow.
He's so
oh my
cute.
god, his nipple right there looks so weird!
See, that one just looks flat. Like, alright, they kind of tried to put a nipple. That one is definitely defined nipple. That's what that is.
It kind of looks like his.
But you can see his muscles, like his abs.
Yeah.
As I looked back at James, I noticed him sitting down on the blanket we had laid out and pulled out a book from the bag we brought along. To my surprise, it wasn't love and romance.
Finally.
It was a book with a blank cover and back.
Huh? James?
He wrote
What
his
is
own book about romance and love.
You're just gonna read and not touch my boobies? Like, they're right there.
I mean, I'm practically naked. Take advantage of the sights, alright? We're in public. James nodded, lifting his book a bit for me to see.
I started this a while ago and still haven't finished. I might as well finish it now that I have the time to.
I see.
Guess I'll go fuck myself and that's cool. It seemed a bit boring. Why would James go through the trouble of coming to Hawaii, then sit around and read?
Because
That makes zero sense.
he's a fucking nerd! And I'm in love with him.
Seeing my confusion, James smiled.
You're wondering when I'm going to have some fun, aren't you?
I guess.
Some nice,
Huh? Well, I mean...
some nice, clean, I guess, fun. I bit my lip. Yep, did it. I didn't mean to give my thoughts away on my face, but James simply nodded and laughed a bit, causing me to look back at him.
I plan to eventually.
Especially when we get back to the hotel. Eventually.
I mainly wanted to come here for that.
Aw, that's nice.
James's gaze turned to the ocean, causing me to look over and watch as Sam and Matthew raced each other in the blue water, with Eric and Damien sitting on a rock nearby collecting seashells. That's so sweet! There was the logic. He did it for his brothers.
You're so cute. I want to fucking die. You knew they wanted to have a real vacation, so you arranged the perfect one.
I looked to see James. No. I looked to James to see him nod with a smile as he continued to look at his brothers enjoying themselves.
We may be adults, but I'm still their older brother. Whatever I can give them, I will happily provide.
Well, can you happily provide me with whatever you can give me too?
You dick. Even if Sam fights you.
Even if he argues tooth and nail with me, I'll still take care of him.
I smiled, feeling my heart warm at the sight of such brotherly love. I walked over and sat down beside James. The entire time I was just standing there, just looking at him, just like, just going back and forth, just like.
I'll sit.
I'll sit down.
I seat.
Staring out at the water and leaning slightly against James's side.
What?
Bit me. You're so sweet to them, you know that?
I'm glad you think so. I hope you will enjoy yourself too.
Maybe I will.
I nodded before letting out a sigh and becoming lost in the sight of the horizon.
This place is really beautiful, but not as nice as...
He's gonna be like, yes you are.
You're just looking straight at my cleavage.
Stop it! I was happy to be
Stop it!
Stop!
But it's
stop! He just like shove his face and you're
It's
like,
like,
stop looking at him! What are you doing? We're in public! And he's like,
and Sam is just like,
Sam's
the
like,
fuck are you doing?
he's just like, get it, James! Yeah! I'd be doing that too!
In an alternate timeline.
In an alternate timeline where she actually chose me! If it was Jess's timeline, that'd be me!
And it's just like under his breath, he's like, lucky son. You can like still hear it.
I mean, I love you! Thanks for bringing us here. Even if he was simply basking in the sun with a book. James seemed to take the hint as he softly let out a chuckle and wrapped an arm around me, kissing my temple.
But it is nothing compared to your beauty.
Fucking genius.
I know how guys work, especially when they're cute or whatever. That made my face heat up.
Oh god, it's
Not the sun. Not the fucking sun. It wasn't the sun. I became red in the face. Sunburn. Pursing my lips at James as he smiled and hugged me to him.
I love you, James.
I love you too.
I mean,
I like this book.
my little vacation away from the world was perfect. My little vacation away. I feel like I'm seeing this wrong. My little vacation away from the world was perfect with me. Would be as would be as perfect with me wrapped in James's arms, staring at a gorgeous ocean, enjoying the fresh island breeze. I don't think was even supposed to fucking be
I don't
there.
think
Would
so.
be perfect. There you go. I wouldn't have had it any other way.
Don't end there. I said don't! Okay, fine. We're going back and we're gonna do whoever the fuck was next.
I wish I had a freaking ukulele.
Time for Eric. Look at them leggies.
I looked over at Eric, watching him take a deep breath and release a silent sigh of relaxation. He was my second kiss.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Not first, second. Cause Sam is a douchebag.
Yeah.
But I love him or whatever. He was my
Okay.
second kiss, and he had claimed to all of my kisses thereafter. Claimed to all of.
I don't know.
English. Do you speak it? Remembering how we met painted a smile over my face, recalling his flirty and suave persona. Underneath the mask, however, was a man I truly came to adore. Yet masked. As I stared, Eric caught my gaze and smiled at me lovingly, making my face burn a soft red and causing me to look away in embarrassment. Eric, I hate to tell you this, but your balls are kind of sticking out. Say that again. What's sticking out? Eric, your balls. Are they? I don't see them.
No.
I'm like, wait, push the H button like the other game. Can you get rid of it? Oh!
Oh my god, the way it's angled, it looks like he has a boner.
You can get rid of the. Oh, it's just like that other game. Damn it! Why haven't I been doing this? Seeing my embarrassment, Eric walked over and gently lifted my hand in his, kissing over my knuckles. Did you know that?
No.
Okay,
Princess,
good. We learned something
Accompany
together.
me, will you? I'd like to walk with you.
Oh shit, we gon' fuck in the bushes.
Okay. I stared at Eric, feeling my blush intensify at his kiss, before smiling softly and nodding to him. A walk across the beach sounded lovely with Eric.
Oh my god, I cannot get comfortable.
Eric smiled and softly guided my hand under his arm, guiding me to a reef near the water's edge. The sand was warm beneath my feet and the air brushed over my skin in a loving manner. Even as we teased the ocean's edge by letting our feet walk in the shallow shoreline, instead of teasing each other, the clear water lapping over our toes, I could still feel the tingling heat from the sand beneath the soft bushes on the waves. Brushes. Yeah, it says the soft brushes of the waves.
You said bushes.
What the soft bushes of the waves. However, feeling Eric's strong arm made me instinctively cuddle up against him, laying my head on his shoulder while we're walking. It was so romantic to be on the beach with him, a perfect chick flick moment. Eric, feeling my embrace, chuckled and kissed my head, causing me to look up at him.
So, my princess, how do you like the view of the Pacific?
Actually.
Well, if you want me to be Pacific about it, I like it.
Dumb puns, though.
It's gorgeous. I've never been to Hawaii before, so this is a brand new experience for me.
I'm surprised.
Don't be. I don't go anywhere.
What's so surprising? Vacations are expensive, and I've never had the time to really travel with studying and all.
Eric nodded in understanding, knowing exactly what I meant. Eric learned of how strict my father was when he asked properly asked for he properly asked for permission to marry me. I was shocked at how well they got along, but since Eric was an incubus, I couldn't be totally surprised with his charisma. However, I became surprised in the moment as Eric turned and wrapped his arms around me, pulling me close to him with a smile.
Eric?
You look so lovely in the sun, my island princess.
I know, I reflect really easily because I'm so pale.
Here on my island, the sea says hello. Dolphins are waving wherever. Island Princess, it's a Barbie movie, I'm sorry. I stared up at him, completely lost in the cheesiness of his words. Wow, I'm singing a lot in these videos. And the loving glimmer in his eyes. I felt myself lift a leg behind me, popping my foot. Yeah. Alright, yeah, they're kissing. Okay, cool. I felt myself lift a leg behind me like in Princess Diaries, popping my foot up off the water below me and leaning close to Eric's body.
You're too sweet, Eric.
I only speak the truth.
You're a liar. You're lying. I smiled and wrapped my arms around Eric's neck, closing my eyes and leaning in for a kiss. I felt Eric step closer to me and lean towards me as well, making my heart flutter in anxiousness of the kiss. We didn't expect what happened next. Splash!
Boner!
Get a room!
Oh. Sam.
Huh?
All at once, I felt a pair of hands at my side push Eric and me over. I quickly looked over to see Matthew and Sam, hands held out from pushing us with evil grins on their faces as Eric and I fell into the water beside us. I thought they were just gonna splash them.
Not cool.
With a splash, Eric and I dropped into the water and quickly shot back up for air, shaking out from the intense temperature shift.
Gah! You jerks!
Sam and Matthew laughed and high-fived each other before running off towards the other end of the beach. Puffing out my cheeks, I looked back towards Eric to make sure he was okay. Oh, wow! Now that we know.
Holy shit!
Damn, the defined abs and muscles. Look at his
His
arms.
The way
I like his hair like that better
Yeah.
than the way it usually is. Anyways, continue. I'd like to read my part. Eric stood up from the water and grinned at me every so often,
It's just like
combing his
every
hair back
sentence.
with his hand and drenched from head to toe. I had to admit, it was kind of hot to see him like that, but his smile made one grow on my lips.
Only kinda. Only kinda. Bitch.
It was kind of hot.
Well, now he's kind of cooled down, so I guess you're right.
Well, that certainly didn't turn out the way I would have
Well, now you
imagined.
guys can kiss in the water, unless you guys decide to get out. 'Cause you guys are wet and ready to fuck. As Eric began to laugh, I couldn't help but laugh along. Now that the rush of surprise had washed over us, it was kind of hilarious to know that our romantic moment was comedically ruined.
My life.
Taking the surprising moment a little further, I dipped my hands in the water and splashed it up towards Eric, landing my water attack perfectly. That didn't sound like water. It sounded like
Stepping in mud.
yeah, it sounded like they were playing with like Play-Doh, and it was like.
It's like, okay, quick. What do we do if we don't have water?
Hey, remember Gak from Nickelodeon? Just play with that a little bit, make the sound effects in the background.
Princess!
Gotcha!
A smirk danced over Eric's lips after he wiped his face with his hand before he retaliated, making me release a squeak in surprise and cover myself from the water he shot towards me. It's not the only thing he could shoot towards you. I couldn't help but laugh a little harder. We had our entire lives to be romantic and cheesy. We were at the beach now, so we could have a little fun war for the moment. Okay. My little vacation away from the world would be with Eric and me laughing in the sun and playing in the ocean together. I wouldn't have it any other way.
I might put that one as my background.
And that was it!
All right.
I think Sam's next.
I think it is, yeah. Samuel!
Oh, I'm sweating. I'm excited. Oh, look at him. I looked over at Sam, watching him stretch back and rub his neck. That mere action
Hold on.
reminded...
Since this is your boy, do you want to read for him? Like a spooky?
Kinda. Alright, yeah.
Alright, I'll do this. I looked over at Sam, watching him stretch back and rub his neck. That mere action reminded me of how ripped and strong he was, causing a red blush to cross my cheeks. Sam was my first kiss, and recalling that small memory caused a smile to grace my lips as I continued to gaze at Sam and his Adonis-like body. As I stared, Sam looked over before smirking and flexing his arm behind his head, making my face burn a deeper red, and I looked away in embarrassment. Eric released a yawn and sat down on the blanket, joined by
I think I'll
James.
just relax here for a bit.
I'll join you, Eric. I have a book I need to finish anyway.
Boo!
Nigga, wrong timeline.
Two are no fun.
I looked over at Sam, wondering what fun we could have on the beach. We could swim in the ocean, maybe rent some surfboards and wade in the water.
Fuck.
If Sam knew how to surf, it would be fun to see him ride the waves.
Or ride me.
I grinned at the images in my head of things we could do, but then I heard Damien chuckle at, oh.
Oh no! Damien,
I
stop!
looked over to Matthew while catching my attention. I forgot. He was able to read my
Come on,
mind.
Matthew. Let's go get some ice cream.
And cool down.
He's trying to get away. He's trying to get away so we can fuck. Thanks, Damien, you pal.
Sounds good. I could go for some.
Yeah, me
You can
too.
go get ice cream whenever. You're on a beach in Hawaii.
Yeah, but this one you don't have to buy, like, really, it's not like, it's super expensive and it's like the beach experience.
I guess. Go get some Dippin' Dots.
You know there's a Dippin' Dots flavor called Spookies and Cream?
Yeah.
I fucking love it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I saw it at, I went to Six Flags, I'm like,
That's me. That's literally.
Take my money. I want it.
Take all the monies. All the monies.
Damien smiled at me before nodding and walking away with Matthew towards a small hut on the far end of the beach, leaving Sam and me alone.
You pal, Damien.
I turned towards Sam, seeing him watch his younger brothers leave before gazing at me with a simple smile.
Guess it's just us, huh?
Oh, yeah!
Hell yeah.
I nodded before walking
Still no
over
talking.
and leaning
I'm
up.
just so quiet. I'm just like,
Oh, God, I'm fucking so hard right now.
in my mind, you're undressed right now.
Well, it doesn't take much. You could probably just go, dick. Or,
Not even. Those things you just pop it open.
Revelations.
I wonder if he has pockets.
Pocket
With the mesh, you know? Those are cool.
I nodded
Anyways.
before walking and leaning up on my toes, kissing Sam's cheek.
I don't need to lean.
As I caught him off guard, I looked over to the side to see a small building with surfboards on the
Oh,
side and most
God.
likely ready for
No,
rent.
No, we're not doing that.
With a playful smirk, I continued to lean in, making Sam stare at me with a blush on his face and surprise in his eyes.
How about a race?
Well, that's not gonna good. I mean, he's fast. The word race made a slowly growing smirk appear over Sam's lip. Just one lip? Mischief in his stare as he gazed into my eyes.
Just one. So that
It's just like,
it's like. It's just. I can't because I'm like trying to laugh. It appeared on his lip.
A race? Where?
to the fucking bedroom. I placed my finger on the end of his nose before jerking my thumb over to the support.
I know so, doofus.
I love you so much. You know that?
Come on, let's wait for another one further in.